Alright, we're gonna try it, go out front, jump in our Subaru.
Will's actually really good at them.
Oh!
Alright legends, it's another vlog. We have a big update on the S15. Unfortunately, the street S15 is gone. Big sad, hey Russ.
Yeah, big sad.
It's just about to get picked up, given a final check over. The guy wanted less fitment, so just adjusting the camber. The alternator actually died when he come to have a look at it, but we had a spare. So I put a new alternator on it, and bye-bye street car. So he's gonna come back, I'll take it for a last rip, show him what it's about. But in doing that, we have been able to get hot parts for the S15 race car. Dry sump is here, ready to rock and roll. Look at this sexy big box. Oh. Oh. Yes. So that has arrived. It's a Dailey Engineering dry sump system. So it's all machined in the bottom of the pan, and then the pump bolts directly to it. So we don't need any lines for the suction, which is fantastic. And then we also have new dampener for it and a blanking plate from Ross. So this dampener here is the biggest and baddest one from Titan. So that's their V2 dampener. So we've got all the good bits. Just need to order a tank, which I did this morning. So that'll arrive and we can get this bad boy all plumbed up. Sweet as, no more oil pressure issues. We also have, very exciting, no, phone, someone else can get that. We have our anti-lag controller. So we have the box to run the anti-lag. I have talked to Matty Spry. We have booked in this bad boy to get back on the dyno and make all pops and bangs. It's all set up, opens and closes. So we will be testing that. From my understanding, we are the first ones to have it. So we are going to be the pioneers on that one and see how it goes. Hopefully it's very good. All right, so more parts have turned up for the dry sump system. We are cracking into it, no time to lose. We do have dyno day, hopefully booked. We talked to Matty Spry about getting this bad boy tuned up, but the dry sump tank has arrived. Savy Motorsport down in Victoria, Melbourne, hooked us up with that, Australian made, so happy to support. Dry sump kit. Russ is doing the somethings.
Something. Oh, no longer something there.
No longer something. The oil pump's off. We got a blanking plate to go over here, and the rest of this, the front sump is all off. Clean up the goo. Get this boy cranking. All right, so update on the dry sump. It is going to the dyno tomorrow, so we are still waiting on the line to come, hopefully today, so we can plumb this bad boy up, get on the dyno, check the oil pressure, make sure we're all good, get the anti-lag cranking. But I'll just give you a little bit of an update on what we've been doing so far. So the tank's in and mounted. The lines are going to run down underneath the seat and up through the firewall. Then from the firewall, they're going to come into the engine bay, where we've got, on the scavenge side, we've got a clear view filtration. There's a little mesh in here. I still need to mount this. But the idea is that that'll, on the scavenge line, when it sucks out of the engine, it'll filter whatever's coming out of the engine and make sure it doesn't go in the tank and then therefore back into the pump. But you got a little window here, you can see the oil. There's a little fitting on the side so that you can pressurize it and blow the oil back so you can get the filter out, check out if there's any debris in there. So a pretty cool little piece that Mitch Pullins sorted out for me, so that should help with making sure we don't destroy either the pump or get any crap in the tank if there's something that happens with the engine. The pressure side's all been plumbed up into the filter, which is under there. The oil cooler, we had Dave from 180 Fab weld up all holes in our rocker covers so that we can create a vacuum. So the pump will create a vacuum and pull the oil out of the engine. There's a little regulator at the back there to regulate how much vacuum that we want to see inside the engine. We just got a little fitting here so that we can measure it and set it, and then we can bung that back off. I did have to repaint those covers. I did order gunmetal grey, but it's turned out a little bit bluey, greeny. I'm not 100% sold on the look of the covers. I might get them repainted, but for now, to get on the dyno, that's all we have to do. Power steering got moved from left to right, and we've got our Titan ATI dampener on there now. So just going to plumb the rest of the lines, just waiting on the dash 16 and some dash 10 to do the aerator section of the pump, and then hopefully it all goes well and we'll see you on the dyno. Alright guys, we have made it down to pits to get the anti-lag tuned. Eventful couple of 24 hours, 48 hours, waiting on the hose to get the plumbing done for the dry sump system. Starting it up, car had a noise in the time belt area, so we had to pull it all apart, go get a puller off Mitch, get it all apart. That was this morning, and seat the balancer properly. And then we've driven it down to pits where we can get it tuned. So probably going to need to retune a little bit of it just because we got the dry sump on, make sure that's all working, and then we can get some tables in for the anti-lag, see how we go with that. But we're here, Russ is here.
Yo.
It's wet. Almost lost the car on the trailer. Slipped all the way back. Didn't go all the way off. But it was bucking around as we were braking. I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. And then looked in the rear view mirror and the car's almost at the back of the trailer. So a little bit sketchy, but we made it. We're here. We're here. See what happens. It's Friday. Can only go up from here. Alright legends, so we've made it to the first test day of the anti-lag. It's a little while since we got it tuned. I didn't really get any footage on the dyno of it doing the anti-lag, so it was a bit of an anticlimax of a video if we didn't get some footage of it ripping. So hopefully it works out well. We're at Archie. We're here for the beginner session. It's the only time we could get before the round of high tech this weekend, which there will be a video up of that. We come down, Russ is warming the beast up, just driving the Ranger on the track. We'll get some footage for you guys just to make it worthwhile. Put some dirt on me, yeah. It's all good, it's all good. We'll see how we go. A little bit of rain, got some semis on. We are just doing pro this weekend. I didn't have enough credit from last season to do both. And seeing we want to be in pro next year, we figured we might as well just send it in pro. See how we go. So I got a little carried away and blew a set without filming anything. I thought Luke put my camera in the car, but it was his camera. So check out the footage on his channel. Now I got another set, so we'll put the camera in the car for this one. Russ just going through the logs over there, make sure that's all good, but no oil pressure cuts. So very happy that the dry sump sorted that. Very expensive ordeal, but you know, if you can't drive your car, there's no point in having a car really. So anti-lag seems to be working. It's not super loud, but it is there. So really the second time I've only driven the car with this whole new setup, so it's just a matter of getting used to it, getting a few pointers from Luke and seeing where we end up. But happy that there's no cuts, so it's just up to me now to pull it out my ass and do something with the car. All right, so classic Ben cooking it. Left the in-car footage on time lapse. And went really fast, and all the stuff that happened was missed. But there was a little bit of a preview on Luke's video, but I'll explain it. First test of the dry sump on the actual track. Everything was going good. We got to the end of the second pair of tires and the car shut off. Oil pressure shut the engine down. Rolled to a stop, looked under the bonnet, the belt was off, as you can probably just see in the end of that fast forward clip. Turned out the bolts holding the pump had come loose and allowed the belt to come off, and some of the oil was because the pump is actually mounted to the sump. So the bolts come loose, come up a little bit, oil pressure, oil come out, went on the track a little bit. We just checked it. Then we are going to High Tech tomorrow, so we thought we'd see if the engine was hurt. And it's all good. So really fair. The ECU did its job. It cut the engine so we didn't destroy it, which is why we put the cuts in. So that's why we test. That's now got Nord lock washers on the pump, so that won't come off anymore. It's just amazing how much vibration that a car of the caliber of this has on shaking the out of everything. So we got paint pen on everything so we can see where it moves, and it's just a lesson learnt. We are rolling up now. Russ has given the beast a bit of a wash, and that'll be the end of this one. So the next one will be us in Sydney trying to compete with the big boys. See how we go. Peace.
No, he did. He changed it. No, he changed it. I approved of it. He put a Chardonnay in it.
You don't have any battery though, buddy.
Yeah, 17%. We're good. We're good. You know what? You hit it.
17%.
We're good.
Brother.
That's it.
What do you want? Sit. Hit on the 9.
Really?
Oh, you should have hit
12.
A lot of research into the conscious system, I think, and then the only thing like
15.
how people stumble.
6 or less. Oh! Yo!
Let's go, baby.
I'm staying on that.
You want to split it? Don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. Split it.
Alright.
Splitties?
I'm all in, man.
Influence.
Splitties?
Let's go.
Oh, wait, I don't know.
From push.
Wait, what was
And
it?
therefore,
Put me behind the
put
jack.
these.
Hey, Jack.
It's consciousness.
This is how it works. This is how it works.
Oh,
Right?
blackjack.
My friend
Blackjack.
is
I
doing
need
this.
consciousness.
I don't understand.
I have no more money.
These are pretty dark.
Split it again.
What they do is have X-ray paper
Next
in
one.
the bars.
Ice,
So
ice,
like,
ice.
say there's a
Diana.
5 or 15.
So where you're standing right now, they have a photon beam.
You can talk and fucking space the
And what
game.
does the photon beam say?
5 or 15. That's what it says. The photon beam says 5 or 15.
Chili.
Do you want to hit or what?
I told you, she loves them.
You want to hit it?
Hit it.
Come here.
I was just talking about water bottles, not beer bottles.
No, she loves beer bottle crap.
Whoa.
Come here.
I already grabbed it again. It again.
No.
It's for $10.
Oh, 13.
13.
One more card for double.
Wow. I've never got a 13.
Five card
The
draw.
hot sauce. One more
5 card
for the
draw.
hot sauce.
No, she gets 5
I'm
cards.
on that.
Yeah, 5 card draw.
5 card draw. She gets
One more.
I hope it's a 10 though.
So you need
So it's a
8 or
20.
less? No, are you on 13?
Yeah, 8 or
8
less.
or less.
Yosa.
See, you won
You only
anyway.
put in.
That's it.
Not bad.
Fucking photon beam.
Nothing to do with what I was talking about, though.
Well, it helps me in my argument.
Alright,
Good.
Tim,
You're
you going to
on
double
that.
down on that? You're on 10.
Yes, hit me.
You want to double
what is
down?
it? What
I double
He's
down.
on 10.
Oh, hold on.
He doubled, I doubled.
Alright, he's in.
Because there's
Anyone
like
else?
extra no face cards put out. There's only 5 out of everyone.
Alright.
And they put it in
Good,
front.
you're right.
Ace or pitch. Yosa!
What is it?
Oh, that's not
Not
bad.
Not bad, not bad. On a 6.
He's
Right,
all
here we
double
go.
down
Big
on
money
this
now.
one.
Big money.
Big money now.
Big on this one. Let's go.
Tim, we got
Yosa!
I'm getting figured out this one.
Oh, baby,
Let's go. Wait a minute. Let's see what happens here. 5.
This time
Nice.
on the other side.
come on.
It's all
Team.
That's fine. I'm
What
in
did you
here.
get?
You fucking got it. It's not bad.
Let's be real. The dude's sobering up right now. He's sobering up.
Gemma! Yeah, come on, Gemma.
Get her! Go! Gotta go!
Oh, 500 coin!
These suckers win with their
got
clothes on.
Wait, Chili, move. Chili. Chili. Chili.
Chili.
Chili.
She won't get it.
Chili. Chili. Ah! Fucking white dog.
That was not a back. Hey, it was a pretty solid attempt. That one.
Wait, oh my god. I was thinking electrocuted. Like,
You got him doing some fuck shit, man.
Hey, for the coin.
The dealer has some power.
Oh, for the coin, boys. Let's go.
They all-
Get the ball.
They want the coin.
Laugh out for what?
it's nice when you're.
That hurts so bad.
She's like,
That hurts so bad. That neck just went 90 degrees like a fucking goose. That Get the ball.
Get the ball. Alright, you need to get out and get your 500 coins.
And I need a towel too. Oh.
I got you.
500 coins, 500 coins.
Yeah, that's a lot of coins. That's a lot of coins.
For 500 coin, and I got 200, I got 800 coin coming to me. I'm ready.
Let's go.
Like, I want to
Oh, that's a good video there.
Oh, hell yeah,
That
thank
is
you.
sick.
I almost just walked through the fucking door again, dude. Now it's open. I just turned right here and almost went.
I'm gonna freaking him onto it. Don't film me.